Very good. So we are live now on YouTube. I'm gonna use my Instagram stories to record this a bit. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for another meeting, another English session. This is what we call immersion, and we're gonna talk about aging today. We have 10 questions. We are going to practice. There's no correction, there's no teaching, there's no grammar, there's no vocabulary, though you are going to learn vocabulary, grammar, speaking, and everything else. And I'm the host for today. I'm Philip, and I'm hosting the 6 a.m. meetings every day from Monday to Friday. Very good. Love that. So you already know, but it's always good to explain, and it's kind of part of the process to repeat ourselves every day until we really memorize that. And I have been repeating myself for 6 years, and I'm gonna still repeat myself for more years to come. And I repeat myself every single day from Sunday to Sunday for the past 6 years. So if you're learning English for 3-6 months, you still have like decade to go. I'm still learning English, by the way. So it's part of the process. And we need to speak. And that's why we are here. And we're going to start with the presentations. And I'm going to start with my friend, Jack. Jack, go ahead, present yourself. Let's do it. Let's go.
Yes. I can do my presentation. Then my name is Joaquim. I am from Portugal. I live here near Lisbon. I am 76 years old, retired since 2002. I am married with a daughter, a son, three grandsons. The older 21 years old, the youngest 16, the middle 19 years old. And in my free time, I like very much to travel, because as I worked in Portuguese Airlines, we had free travels. Then I had the habit in that time to travel every year. Then after my retiring, I continued with continue to travel. Then more or less 1 or 2 times a year we make a trip. Sometimes here in Portugal. I like very much to know all the province here in Portugal. In the province of North. It's very interesting with the nice sightseeings to observe. In the south, in the Alentejo, it's more the extensive planets to watch. And in my free time, I like also essentially to read the news of the day, or in radio. I like very much to listen radio. I start early, 6 a.m. maybe. In some mornings, 6 a.m. I start listen to radio. Exercise in the morning also. Today I am here in the immersion, in the English immersion, but when I am not here, I start my session, gym session after breakfast. And when the time is good, when I will go to gym, I make some works in my garden, in my yard. But now here in Portugal, we have a bad time now, bad weather.
Yeah, winter.
Bad weather. Yeah. A huge thunderstorm.
Yeah, thunderstorm.
Thunderstorm are crossing Portugal
Wow.
through Spain.
Be careful.
Yeah. Many. It's rain a lot. It started now. In this moment, it started again. Yesterday it was a horrible day here in Lisbon. Many roads, streets, squares, houses, garage full of cars stay flooded with many garage full of cars covered of water. A lot of cars are
I can
flooded.
imagine.
Yeah, we have in this moment many families lost everything.
Yeah,
They
it's
are in the house. It's very big problem now.
yeah, very good presentation. Very good one this morning. Really good. Very good. Welcome, Nachi. We have just started. And Andrea, present yourself, please.
Morning, guys. My name is Andrea. I'm 45 years old. I live in Guarujá. I'm married. I don't have kids. I discovered TNT in 2018. And last year.
Really? 2018?
Yes.
No way.
Yes. And last year.
But you didn't attend any meeting.
Yeah, because I didn't have courage to attending on meetings because of my English, of course. But last year, it's changed. I am here since October, and I really love this place because I have no doubt that it's helped me a lot to my English. I'm still committing mistakes, but I am more confident to commit my mistakes. That's it.
Very good. It's really good to hear that early in the morning. Thank you so much. Nachi, present yourself now, please.
Yes, good morning, guys. My name is Nathaniele, but everyone calls me Nachi. I'm 32 years old. I live in Fortaleza, Ceará. No kids, no married. I just have 4 dogs. 1 live with me and 3 live with my mother. And in my free time, I like to read. I was reading before starting the meeting because I'm going to work, so I have to use my time to do these things. And that's it.
Very good. And what about you, my buddy Lucas?
Hi, guys. My name is Lucas. I am 36. I am married. I have been married in 9 years. I like soccer, no kids. I support São Paulo Futebol Clube. That's it.
Very good. Very good. And I'm Philip. I'm leading this startup since 2016. It's been a great pleasure. And it's been really challenging to make people understand that they need to stop studying and start speaking in order to speak. It's like obvious in my head, but not obvious for everybody. And I do believe that you can learn without studying. And there's a lot of things to talk about studying, you know. Of course, studying grammar and stuff, it helps a lot, but it's possible to learn without studying. for real. Okay. In 2023, I'm gonna do that in French. I don't know anything in French, but I'm gonna give it a try. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So we're gonna talk about aging. Aging, it's the act of, like, everybody ages every single day. So it's part of life. And it means that you're getting older. So there are people that they don't like to celebrate birthdays, but there's no way to run. And we're going to talk about that. So, Nachi, do you like to get old? Like, do you feel that, or you don't like it?
For me, it's not that I don't like it, but I feel things become difficult. Like when I was younger, I have more energy and I could go out with my friends, and the next day I go out again. But now, if I have some celebration with my friends in the other day, it's like I'm sick. So I think has something that is good, but something is not good about the older. I don't know.
Great. And you, Lucas, do you like to get old? You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Peraí.
Okay.
Agora sim.
Yeah.
Se eu gosto de envelhecer?
Yes.
Yes, I like get old because it's part of life. In my opinion, the best experience of life, and the part of life is madura.
Yeah, too mature. I don't know how to say that. I think too mature.
That's it.
Very good. Very good. And you, Andrea, what do you think about getting old, aging?
I don't have problem getting older because I am 45 and I'm still doing things that people that have 20, 30 years do. I love attending concerts, rock concerts. I like to be in the crowd. Uh, but I'm afraid to getting older because sometimes I think that I will not be able to do what I want to do. Sometimes I think I will don't have time to do something. So it's concern is more than became older.
Great.
That's it.
Yeah. I do believe the life is short. We should have more time. And you, Jack, how do you feel about aging? Do you like that? Do you don't like?
About me, I am feeling good with my age. For me, it's not a problem become aging because it's natural of in the life. We are conscious that it's necessary. We stay aging. Then I don't think much about aging. I feel very well with my age in this moment because fortunately I have healthy life yet. I'm not problem with my health, and I feel good. I feel good. My fear, my fear is one day I don't have enough health, and I start depending in the other person, other families, and if you one day we have in that situation, I think it's very bad, and I don't know. Here in Portugal, the government are discussing the system of the old people, and if you had good service, good organization to care of the old people, we have not problem. But unfortunately, when we reach the old age, it's a problem. It's a problem for us because we have not enough nursing houses to care of the old people. Then it's a big problem. But in this problem, I feel well, and then I don't think much about it.
Wow, very good.
That's
And
more or less.
yeah, I'm
I
gonna say
feel
that.
I feel well, Philippe, because sorry, but I am 76 years old. I am a little age that for me I'm not considered myself still age people. Anyway, the government, political governments, it thinks that the people over 60 years old, they are already old people. Then it's unjust. It's not just to consider people with 60 years old people.
Yeah.
Then anyway, I consider happy because when I think that for example friends that worked with me for many years during my career, they died very with a younger age, 40, 45 years. I can consider me a happy person for that situation.
Yeah. I question myself a lot. Sometimes I'm concerned about aging, about getting old. But recently I have been feeling good about aging. I don't know, it's sometimes I feel I would like to have my 20s back again, not because of the age itself, but because life was easier for me. So yeah, I feel that. But I really enjoy getting old. And I think, and the next question, the benefits of getting old, I think one of them is to have consciousness, to be wise about life in general. I think that's and you start to more kind or kinder, I don't know, with people. I used to be more like a fighter when I was in my 20s rather than now. Nowadays, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be right or to be correct or to, okay, Nat, no problem. See you tomorrow. I don't want to be like the person who is right every time. I just want to listen to people. So I'm not here to convince you of my point of view. I just want to listen to you about your point of view and to understand and to learn from you. So I think that's the benefit of aging, of getting older. Andrea, what do you think about this? What are the benefits in your opinion? Do you agree with me, disagree? Do you have other things to point out?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that we became more calm. We we start to think more about us, not about other people. Um, and we know what we want to do. What else? And we don't matter more what people think about us. I believe this. We gain confidence, we gain knowledge, and it's really different when we are young.
Great. Very good. And you, Lucas, what are the benefits of getting older?
In my opinion, the main benefit is life experience and give advice to young people.
Very good. Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's
Though
it.
the youth, they do not listen too much, but yeah. And you, Jack, what are the benefits of getting old?
Getting old, I think we have some benefits, more understanding, as Andrea said, more calm. We we spend more time sometimes to hear other person. We can see the difference. It's because when we have children and when we have grandchildren, I was most patient with my grandsons than with my children's. With my children's, I was more energetic. I shout.
Yeah, to shout. Yeah.
To shout many times with her and with him. I'm not very patient with him, with them, especially with my son. It's terrible to learn to over tables, over couches, and he jumps everything. Then I'm not very patient with him, and as a grandfather, as a grandfather with my grandsons, I was much passion with him, and I think it's one advantage, and to be older is where we have more passion to read with them. And also the benefits, it's also the experience of the life, because with my age, we passed for many periods in our lives, good periods, bad periods, middle periods in our life, and all these things transmit has some experience that it's very, I think it's very useful if you could transmit that experiences, essential for our grandsons.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, nowadays, in my time when I was younger, my father transmit to me also his experience in life. My father transmit for me his experience, and I received and I learned a lot of the experience of my father. But now it's different, because the children now, they don't listen a lot the grandparents. When we sometimes we came to say something useful for grandchildren, they don't believe, and they don't listen as well, and they say, you know, you don't know, your ideas is not good, não sei quê, não sei o que mais, and it's it's a problem. Sometimes when I tell for my grandchildren what was my life when I was the age of they have right now, they don't believe what I say is true. They don't believe.
Yeah.
It's more or less.
Remember yourself when you were a kid or you were a youth. It's like we do not listen to the elderly. We need to live the experience, right? It's like English learning. We do not listen to teachers. We need to speak. We need to test. We need to see how it goes. And I see a lot of people just studying for like 5-10 years. It's unbelievable. Like studying, it's really important. Listening to people, it's really important. But I think living the experience tells much more, you know. Yeah. Very good. So we are talking about children, about young people and everything. Then it's question number 6. What kind of support should children or the youth give their aging parents? So is it needed, the children or young people to give support to the elderly, or no? Or which support should have in this relationship? Not just between families, between parents and children, but I don't know, friends or any kind of relationship. Andrea, what do you think? What kind of support?
I started work early to support my family, my mother and my father. So I am used to I am using doing it since my 15 years. I still support my mother, mainly nowadays because she's not working anymore. And I believe we need to help our parents uh, because we receive all the support to to be here alive, to to have study. So I agree that it's a exchange, it's a talk that we need to do.
Very good. Very good. And you, Jack, what kind of support?
In this case, in this question, what kind of support should children, but all age children?
Well, any kind of, like, you choose. It can be like from family, from like other situations.
Because in my case, I start working very young. I start working with 11 years after when I finished my primary school, and in my case I help a lot my parents, because in that time the life is very difficult, and all the children's is necessary to help the parents, and add money for the house to buy things. It's very difficult in that time. Nowadays is different. For example, with me and my kids, it was different. Fortunately, I have not necessary to start working as young. Then it's nowadays the children they can support the aging parents, maybe with caring with something if necessary. For example, sometimes with her getting aging, sometimes we need in some occasions we need to go to a hospital, to an appointment, or something like this, and the children we can to help us in that situation. It's very useful. Fortunately, in my case, I have not still necessary to ask for help for my grandsons, but the oldest, he has 21. He tell already if one day I need something to ask for him, then he can to help me in when situation that I needed help. It's more or less what I think.
Yeah, I guess children should study, should have a good life in order to develop themselves. You have pretty much the same Like it's pretty similar to my granddad. He lived in Portugal until he was 20, and he was like that, started to work early to help parents and stuff, help the family to bring, food to the table and everything. So but of course I see now, like my grandparents, they have like the support of my parents, especially they live close, so everything my grandparents need, they have the support of my mom, my dad, and also my aunt and her and her husband. So it's like me and my cousin, we live, like my cousin lives in Portugal, or he's living, I think he has moved now. I'm not sure. I think he has moved to Ireland. And I live in downtown São Paulo, so it's like, for me, it takes like an hour to get to my grandparents. But my parents, they give that support to my grandparents, like to have fun in life, basically, most, but also to go to appointments, doctor and stuff like that.
Yes.
But I think this is a kind of support that I think it's really necessary. I saw my grandparents working a lot, not having fun, like not doing things I do right now. Like I remember my granddad saying, "Oh, this is the first," like he's 87 now. I think he was like 81, 82. He said, "Oh, this is the first time I'm eating this food." So it tells a lot, So and also it tells a lot about what I'm doing now. I do what I do and I have the life I have because he decided to save money, to not go to places, to not go to parties, to not drink beer and everything, in order to bring a new life to his children and also me. So I think gratitude, it's really important for children, for the young people, when it comes to think about their parents, grandparents, or other people, like older people. So I see Jack here. He's such an inspiration for me, because you're here. I know your story because I followed your videos from Inglês Falado. So it's amazing to listen to you. It's amazing to learn from your experience. I loved your wife showed up in the video. It was lovely. It was really good. So I think that's what brings me joy to life, to have the chance to talk to people. Like Jack is from Portugal. I would never have the chance to talk to you or to meet you in this lifetime. But thanks to internet, to TALK, we are here exchanging ideas, talking, learning with each other. You have been helping the community a lot. I know you're learning French now, so like it's amazing. Like you still have the fire inside of you, and you're like, oh, I like gardening. I like to exercise, to walk, So this is amazing.
It's very interesting. I know here in internet, in the platform of iTalk, the platform iTalk. I think I know that two friends. One is the Costa Rica, and the other is a woman from California. Then I change message for 2 years maybe, and in one occasion they visit Portugal here. Then we meet here I meet here a friend from Costa Rica. After some months, we change messages. We meet here. Then I invited him to come here in my house. We have a lunch here. It's interesting when we know the person for some times, we more or less we know already the habits of the person, if you like or not, to speak with him. It's necessary also. We heard that it's a serious person, I would think.
Yeah.
And with the friend from California also, it's one artist. They played violin very well, and when I say not intelligent, but it's with a graduated person in music. It's very interesting. We spend a day here in my house. We proportion her a good trip around here, Sintra. It was very interesting when I meet when I meet persons of other countries for the first time, and we can to spend nice moments. It's very interesting. I think it's the same one day you can to send the same here in Portugal.
Yeah, I'm going to Portugal next year, definitely. I don't know when, but I'm going. And of course I'm gonna visit you.
It's good. It's going
to be a great experience.
You or Andre or Lucas one day, if everyone seeking to come spend some times here, some days here in Portugal, let me know. We can to have this fun day here in my house.
Thank you, Jackie.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shift questions. I'm gonna go to question number 7, and I'm gonna start with Lucas. How long do you want to live? It's a hard question. Like, what's your opinion?
Quanto tempo eu quero viver? I plan. I will plan. Eu planejei. About 80 anos. Years. But I would want more. Eu queria mais. Atualmente, preparo. Eu me preparo. Eat food, goods, workout every day, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and that's it.
Very good. Very good. And you, Andrea, how long do you want to live?
I would like to live forever with the same energy that I have now, but it's impossible. So it's strange to think how old I would live. But if I have healthy, maybe 90 years, I believe it's a good one.
Yeah, I would love to live until my 100th, But and that's the reason I like I have been exercising myself throughout my entire life. Just a gap of 6 to 7 years that I really stopped. That is really the part of my life where I started to have my own business. But nowadays I'm back on track, and it's been really good to swim, to run, to bike, to do a lot of things. And I guess this will help me to live a long and healthy life, you know. Of course, when I reach my 80, my 90, it's going to be, you know, I don't know how I'm gonna feel, but definitely I want to keep running, keep swimming, keep doing the exercises and traveling. I want really to have an active life until the last day of my life. And I want to also to teach until my last day of life. So I'm really preparing myself for that, like, I don't want to retire. That's not in my plans. But I don't want to live the way I'm living nowadays, you know, like rushing and doing a lot of stuff and a lot of energy. I really don't want that. So I'm already thinking and preparing myself for my, not retirement, but my life after my 70s, after my 80s, you know. I think after 80s I want to cool down and to have more, you know, a different lifestyle, basically. And Jack, and what about you? How long do you want to live?
Philip, about me. Well, in my life, I reach all the goals that I think as a teenager. Then, in this moment, I reach all my goals. My daughter, my son, they are married. They are on houses. They are life. They are well in life. Then more or less, it's one goal that I always worked for, that for this, to feel, to see my kids well. Because unfortunately, many parents died before seeing their kids well in the life. Unfortunately, I have in my family that cases. My sister, they died with grandchildren. This is a baby. This is a baby. When my sister died, the grandchildren. Then unfortunately, they don't go to see grow up the grandchildren. In my case, fortunately, my family is well. I reach my goals in life. I'm not more plans in my life. I'm not more interesting plans to do. Then in this moment, I only think to live only when I still well.
Yeah.
if I still well, I could live forever. But one day when I feel that I'm sick, I'm not more well in life. When I think that I'm here in the world to give problems with my wife, with my son, my daughter. In this moment, I don't will to live more. I only ask for when it happened. In one night, I start in one night I start sleeping and no more wake up.
Yeah. I want to die like that. I want to die like that, like sleeping and then pass away and
we never wake up. We never wake up.
Yeah.
We call a sent dead, mort sentence, sent dead.
Yeah.
It was a sent
Very
dead.
good. Very good. I have just posted the link for the survey. E esse survey é importante. Não vai durar 5 segundos, tá, gente? Se você não tem 5 segundos só para dar nota, se você não tem 5 segundos para dar nota, ainda mais esse mês que está de graça, você está me chamando você está me xingando. Eu me sinto realmente ofendido, assim, tipo, no fundo da minha alma. Tipo, é 5 segundos, sabe? 5, 10. Se você, tipo, querer ler tudo, vai levar 30. Nem isso. Mas assim, só dá uma nota de como foi a reunião. E se quiser dar um feedback, também é super aceito. Tô falando em português aqui no finalzinho só porque tem algumas pessoas assistindo também aqui no YouTube. E essa reunião, o objetivo dela, essas imersões, o English Tech Talks, o Talk and Talk para mulheres, eles têm a mesma dinâmica, que é treinar o inglês. Então a gente não tá aqui para corrigir, a gente não tá aqui para ensinar. Então, assim, é para falar mesmo, para errar. Então, não tenham medo de errar, de falar errado. Ah, mas eu não sei, eu não consigo pensar em inglês. Não tem problema, tenta, fala qualquer coisa. Fala errado. Passa vergonha. Eu passo vergonha aqui todo dia. Tá? Eu falo um monte de coisa errada e tá tudo certo. E venho falando. Eu vejo coisas que eu fazia lá atrás. Assim, hoje eu olho e falo assim, nossa, que vergonha. Mas se eu não tivesse feito, eu não estaria aqui. A gente não estaria nesse formato que a gente tem hoje. Então, a maturidade da comunidade do Talk and Talk também é um processo de fluência. E é impossível você ficar fluente em 3 meses, 6 meses, 1 ano, 2 anos, 5 anos, 10, 20, 50. Se o objetivo é ser fluente num determinado tempo, já está errado. Está errado. Porque não existe fim para o aprendizado de idiomas. Eu estou aprendendo português ainda, eu estudo. Fiz curso de oratória, fiz media training, continuo estudando, leio. Tem um livro aqui de comunicação que eu leio. Estou estudando português. Eu tenho 34 anos, formado em sistemas de informação pela Universidade de São Paulo. Eu entrei num curso de licenciatura na USP e eu continuo estudando português. Ah, mas você não é fluente? Eu sou, mas eu continuo estudando. Eu aprendi português com, sei lá, fiquei fluente em português depois de 2 anos, eu acho, sei lá, 1 ano. Quando era bebê, criança, sei lá, nem sei quando que eu comecei a falar português. Mas eu continuo estudando. Então a gente tem uma visão muito imediatista de produto, né? De produto mercadológico, de que eu vou aprender inglês em 3 meses, em 6 meses, eu vou ser fluente em 1 ano. Não existe isso. Você não vai ser fluente em 50 anos. Não vai. E não deveria nem focar nisso. Tá errado. Ah, mas eu quero... Não, tudo bem, você vai alcançar a fluidez, você vai começar a ter. Né? A Andréia, ano passado, ela não estaria nessa imersão. Não estaria. E quanto tempo a Andréia já estudou? Entendeu?
Se for colocar desde o começo, uns 10 anos já.
Entendeu? Então, assim, é importante estudar? Claro que é. Claro que é, não sou idiota. Tipo, tem gente que fala assim, ah, não, mas você fala que não é para estudar, que e tal, e aí as pessoas me cancelam. Foda-se, cancela mesmo, tô nem aí. Tô aqui para ser cancelado. Não vim aqui para ser legal com as pessoas. Tô aqui para fazer um trabalho sério, organizado, sustentável e que tem impacto. De verdade, não é discurso. Não é da boca para fora. Não é tipo, ah, sou legal. Tá? Não, é real. Impacto real. O trabalho é sério. E muito barato, pelo que a gente oferece. É de graça. Por exemplo, esse mês de dezembro que é de graça, ele sai mais caro do que se a pessoa pagar um plano anual. Muito mais caro. Para essa sessão aqui, a gente tem acho que 6 ou 7 pessoas agendadas. Cadê essas pessoas? Tá no gratuito. E aí? Pode falar.
Não, Felipe, esse negócio desse mês do TALKNTALK tá de graça.
9 pessoas agendadas. 9. 9.
Pois é. Eu falei com um monte de amigos meus que fazem curso comigo. Cadê os amigos? Não estão aqui, entendeu? E querem ser fluentes. É difícil, né?
Não, tem, ó.
Esse.
Eu vou dar nomes. Silvia, William, Johnny, Tiele. A Nath ela tem vindo todo dia, né? Então eu vou contar ela, que ela veio. Lorismar, Catherine. De graça. Tá mais caro. Por que mais caro? Porque a pessoa, ela teve o trabalho de entrar no site, de preencher o formulário, de se cadastrar, de preencher o formulário de agendamento. Meu, pega esse tempo, esses 2, 3 minutos, sei lá quanto tempo que leva para fazer o agendamento. Meu, sei lá, dorme mais um pouquinho. Vai beber uma água. Demora um pouquinho mais no banho. Vai fazer alguma coisa legal. Vai gastar. A gente vai morrer, gente. Eu posso morrer. Tipo, eu vou nadar agora, sair na rua, ser atropelado e morrer. Não é que é nossa. Meu, a realidade é essa. Então, assim, a gente precisa aproveitar e parar de glamoralizar, sei lá como fala isso, que, eu vou ser perfeito, que eu vou ter o corpo assim, que eu vou falar fluente e tal, que eu vou ter o emprego dos sonhos, que eu vou mudar de país. E aí, mudar de país não vai resolver os seus problemas. O que a gente mais tem aqui é brasileiro morando nos Estados Unidos, Canadá, Irlanda, Inglaterra, Portugal, Espanha, e não fala inglês. Não fala. Tem gente que contratou nossa plataforma morando nos Estados Unidos. Então, assim, é ilusório de que, eu vou fazer intercâmbio e vou ser fluente. Não, ajuda. Mas não é certeza. Não é. Só que fazer intercâmbio, tudo aquilo que você está evitando de dor agora, você vai receber uma pancada só lá. E tem gente que não aguenta. Né? Então, gastei uns minutinhos para gastar o meu português, faz tempo que eu não falo português, então estou precisando treinar, porque senão eu perco. Então, quero agradecer ao Jack por estar sempre aqui com a gente, apoiar esse trabalho. Você e a Andrea, vocês são assinantes, vocês ajudam 80 pessoas que estão sem emprego a eu estar ali diretamente todos os dias, preparando, ajudando e dando um suporte emocional para essas pessoas arrumarem um emprego. Então, todo assinante da plataforma, ele ajuda diretamente um trabalho social que eu diretamente faço porque eu quero, porque eu não tenho motivo nenhum, dá um trabalho desgraçado, não tenho dinheiro para dar estrutura, mas eu faço porque eu gosto, porque eu já venho fazendo isso desde 2007. Né? Então, parte social para mim é realmente importante. Não sei para os outros, tô nem aí. Se os outros fazem ou não fazem, não me interessa. Mas eu faço porque eu gosto, porque eu quero e faz muito sentido para minha jornada. E quero agradecer o Lucas também de estar aqui. Acompanho aí as suas postagens no Telegram. Agradeço aí quando você fala do TALKNTALK. Muito, muito obrigado mesmo. Ajuda bastante. E conta comigo, conta com todo o time. Quem estiver assistindo no YouTube também, se quiser se tornar assinante, testa esse mês. E no final do mês a gente vai ter uma oferta aí com desconto de Natal. Não sei se vai ser antes do Natal ou antes do Ano Novo, mas vai ser por aquela época. E dá um desconto aí para quem quiser fazer uma assinatura para se tornar aluno para 2023. E
Como é que isso
agradecer
funciona,
de verdade.
Felipe? Do
Oi?
YouTube, como é que funciona a inscrição no YouTube? Você falou?
Ah, não, o pessoal do YouTube só assiste, né? Fica assistindo.
Ah,
O pessoal do YouTube. Tem gente que acompanha o YouTube faz 3 anos, e ainda não fala, não teve coragem de entrar. E só quando você entrar que você vai. Porque o problema não é nem o inglês, é a exposição. Até falar em português aqui, tem gente que não entraria para falar em português. Mas o YouTube, essas imersões, elas são gravadas e transmitidas, não apenas questão de marketing e divulgação, que era lá no começo, o foco principal, hoje é uma ferramenta pedagógica, porque uma vez que você está falando inglês, você sabe que está ao vivo no YouTube, já dá aquele negócio, né? Então, é principalmente disso que a gente faz as transmissões das imersões, tá? Gente, gotta go. See you. Have a great day. Bye bye.
have a great day
Eu
too.
agradeço.
Bye bye. Thank
Bye
you,
bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye bye.
Obrigadão.
Bye.
Ah.
See you.